We are here at the Shul.com podcast, and we are reading from the Chafetz Chaim, page a day, the daily study. We are on page 34. Let's take a look at what today's message. It says, guard yourself lest you forget Hashem, your God. Devarim 8-11. Our sages interpret this verse as a remonstration against arrogance. Masechet Sotah, page 4b. A person can become haughty only if he forgets his insignificance relative to the infinite greatness of Hashem. Lashon often stems from a person's inflated sense of superiority, especially if he seeks honor by humiliating others. By doing so, one forfeits his position and portion in the world to come. Talmud Yerushalmi Chagigat 2-1. So he starts off by saying that the reason why people speak Lashon is because of feeling arrogant over others. Instead of lifting them up, he puts them down to lift himself up. Okay, number 6. Do not desecrate my holy name. Vayikra 22-32. For other sins, one could attempt to excuse himself by claiming that he fell prey to his own base desires. Yet this excuse does not apply to Lashon Hara, for which one derives no physical benefit. As such, speaking or accepting Lashon Hara shows one utter disregard for Hashem's will. This creates a terrible chilul Hashem, especially when Lashon Hara is spoken or accepted by a respected person. When a person speaks or accepts Lashon Hara in public, it is considered a public desecration of Hashem's name. On the bottom, he says, just as the reward for Torah study is equal to the reward of all other mitzvot, the punishment for Lashon Hara is equal to the punishment for all other sins. So just like Talmud Torah is keneged Hulam, Lashon Hara is keneged all averot. That's Talmud Yerushalmi, Brot and Shemat HaLashon Zechira, chapter 1. Now what he says here is that the reason why Lashon Hara is so bad is that it's like the nachash, that the nachash bites and doesn't actually gain any benefit from his bite when he bites. Because sometimes he bites animals and doesn't actually eat them. He just bites them for the purpose of biting. That's what a snake does. What's interesting here is he says that the biggest issue of Lashon Hara is that unlike other desires where a person has a ta'ava in order to do something, eat something, or see something, or something of the sense where there is maybe seeing not, because there's no physical benefit of seeing, but things that provide him an actual physical pleasure. Here, he's kind of saying that because there's no actual physical pleasure of Lashon Hara, it shows his real disregard for God because it's all spiritual. So the entire act is spiritual. And that's today's study. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen.